Hey campers, George here, back in the man cave. Forgot I switched on record. What do you do, right? But what I'm looking at is this guy. Queen knives. Never owned one, not a new one anyway. I have one other. Let's check it out. So very showing the box. It's a pretty cool box. Very plain. Very, I like the layout. Red and black. Pretty cool. Very royal looking. This one came with that big mail call from Robert in New Jersey, where I had like a bunch of knives that he sent me. Well, got lots of work to do. So many knives, so little time, right? This is it here. Look at this guy. Now, like I said, I've never owned a queen. And when I say never owned a queen, I mean the new ones. A lot of history on queen knives. They've been down that road. I was reading up about it, and wow, it's pretty interesting to say at least. You know, the guys that started it, well, they worked for somebody else, got fired, started their own company, and wham, they came out with these, which is queen knives. They've been around a long, long time. And surprisingly, they were popular. Well, and they were very popular. I think they were around for like 90 years or some ridiculous number. And eventually had their problems, all the things that affected them, cost of doing business, going through the 2 wars, depression, all sorts of things really affected their business. And eventually they closed their doors. But the queen knives were taken over by Smoky Mountain Knife Works, who also own Rough Rider. And they started making them, and I believe this is one of theirs. I tried to look it up, can't find a lot of information on it. I did find a very, very interesting website that covers all the queen knives that were made in the USA from way back. A lot of reading, a lot of information. Couldn't find this one, so that's why I'm thinking Rough Rider. And yeah, right up front, I'll tell you it's made in China. Tells you right there. And it's 440C steel. Look how long this guy is. That's it in my hand. Look at that. That blade is way out there, but pretty cool. Now, if you look at it, it's got this handle, which I'm not sure if it's real bone. I don't know how to tell that. And it has nice bolsters, very clean looking, typical, good quality, nice and clean, very cool, unusual knife. Now, the official name, are you ready? Queen Cutlery Large Easy Open Winter Bottom. There you go. Took me a while to figure out the whole winter bottom thing, and it's all to do with the handle. Interesting knife. If you look at the handle, look at this. And when I think that's what they mean by the easy open on it. If you look, you got plenty of blade you can grab and open. It does have a half stop. See that? And down the snap is okay. It'll go back in, and yep, it is a slip joint. So be careful of that. Has the nail nick with a match strike, very typical for Smoky Mountain type knives. Pretty cool. Just, I thought it was very interesting, and I don't own one, so now I do. Look at this thing. A lot of length there. Let's measure that right now. The tip of the blade, 9 5/8 to the butt end, from there to there. 9 5/8 inches. That's one long knife. Kind of big to have in your pocket, and they call it a pocket knife. And the official number on it is the QN62E OWB. There. Very long. Not sure why. Now, if you have a look at the blade, like I said, it's huge. It's extremely long. And of course, it has that. It's a spay blade. You see that then. We all know what a spay blade is used for. Veterinarian, cowboys, whatever, farmers used it for spaying, where the name comes from, the spay blade. And this was designed to not have a sharp point on it there, so that when you're doing your work, you don't accidentally cut something else. So kind of important and very long. I've never seen a spay blade this long. Must be a reason for it. Right. Very nice. Of course, the bolsters, nice and big. And if you ever look at the tang stamp on this, they have the etching on the blade. You can see it there. It says Queen Steel with the logo. And then on the actual ricasso, let me try and focus that for you, Queen. Now, you can't date anything from that. I looked, I couldn't find any info on it. Like I said, it's probably fairly new. Certainly after 2018, because that's when they officially closed their doors and they were making their knives in the USA. This is a China made. So that's a clue. By the way, they originally opened in 1918. Yeah, over 100 years ago. And like I said, it was by 3 employees that were fired from a company called Chatton Morgan that made knives. And when they got fired, which was kind of justified, they were making blanks, basically skeletonized knives on the quiet in the factory, and selling them to jewelers and things like that for them to do what they want with. So they got caught doing that and they got fired. Well, they then started up a knife company called Queen City Knives, which eventually became Queen Knives. So, and they were around for 100 years or so. And eventually, like I said, things caught up, like a lot of companies, and they went out of business in 2018. Sorry. So there you go, some interesting history. And of course, they have the bolsters, nickel silver. You can see them there. It's very well made. This knife is really well made, and the quality is excellent. I really like their logo. It's very nice. Now, interestingly, I did say I don't own a Queen knife. Certainly not a new one. Rummaging around in my to-do box, I found this guy. Now, you can see it here. Very cool. And this is an older one. Unfortunately, you can see the tang stamp there. It has the Q on it with the crown. I couldn't find any more information on it. I looked around to see if I have no idea what the model number is or anything like that, but here it is here. It's pretty old. It's not too badly beat up. They kind of messed up the clip there, that long California clip. You can see how long it is, and you got a nice sheep's foot and a little spay on it. So very nice. It needs to be cleaned up. This is a project waiting to be cleaned up and whatnot. But it is a Queen. Like I said, I have no idea how to date them. And you can see the two different ones. So pretty cool, pretty interesting. Like I said, this guy is huge. The blade, the actual blade from the tip of the spay all the way to I'm going to say to the choil, because that's your working edge. And that is 4 7/8. The blade from the choil, you can see it there, right at the ricasso, all the way to the tip. So that's a long blade, and a very big ricasso there. You can see it, and of course, it has the logo on it and the etching here. So interesting, very nice. It has 1, 2, 3 nice big brass pins on it, on the handle. I believe it is bone. Reading up here in the description that I got offline, It says that the large easy open winter bottom has the winter bottom jig bone handle. So I'm assuming it is bone. Or maybe it's not. I don't know. How about you let me know? Hey, could learn something. It is a queen. Very nice. Very impressed. Is it sharp? I'll find a piece of paper that hasn't been cut up already. Here we go. I got one. Right here. Look at that. Think it's going to cut it? Oh, yeah. Ooh, nice long slice. Right? Nice and long. But it's I'm going to strop it. Get my strop here that just happened to come with the knives. Oh, yeah, I can feel it. It needs a stropping. Definitely. Wow. Let's see if we can fix it. Make it cut a little smoother. Right? It shouldn't take a lot when you strop. This is stainless, so there's that. Let's see. Yeah. So, you know, stropping fixes everything, right? Sometimes. I can't hold it. Piece of paper's got nothing left to cut. There we go. So there you are. The Queen. Easy open winter bottom. Right there. Very nice. I'm enjoying looking at these knives. A lot of them I haven't seen before, so that's a good thing for me. Always interesting, and you know, I like to look up the history. Like I said, there is a website. I'll put a link to that website below for you. And apparently they're ex-employees and some Queen collectors and that sort of thing. Very interesting reading. And they have a lot of information on there. You want to look up what your knife, if it's made in the USA, when, what, why. They have it in there. You all be safe out there playing with these things. With a blade that long, just makes for a longer cut that you don't want on you. Just saying. And don't forget, like, share, subscribe. You know the story. Pretty sure I'll be back. Like I said, I got a bunch of knives there. I got some restoring to do. I have been working on a walking stick for quite a while. I think it's time to finish it up. That'll be something different, to get away from knives for a while and just change things up a little bit. I've been doing some exploring, trying to find places to go look for knives. They're out there. Winter kind of makes it hard getting there, though. Oh, the joy. Thanks for watching. Always appreciated. We'll see you again soon.